$800 for a $2 fuse. That's what they tried to charge me yesterday, and they almost got away with it. If you drive a car in America, you're a target. And in the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how they're doing it. My shop guy looked me dead in the eye and said my headlight module was toast. Needed a full replacement. Own parts only. Specialized labor. The works. I almost handed over my credit card, but something felt off, so I did what they pray you never do. I got a second opinion. Turns out, nothing was broken. Just a fuse. $2 at AutoZone. 5-minute fix. I'm about to pull back the curtain on the most profitable scam running in American auto shops right now. And if you've ever paid for a headlight repair, you need to hear this. Hit subscribe right now, because this channel exists for one reason: to stop mechanics from stealing your money. I've exposed over 200 scams in 3 years. This one? It's costing Americans millions every single month. Here's what happened. Last Tuesday, my driver's side headlight went dark. Low beam just stopped working. No big deal, right? Probably just a bulb. I pulled into my usual shop. Place I've been going to for 2 years. Good reviews. Clean waiting room. Certifications on the wall. All the signs of a legit operation. Mechanic comes out 15 minutes later. Shakes his head. Says we got a problem. He tells me it's not the bulb. He tested it. He says the headlight control module is fried. He's talking about voltage drops and circuit failures and how these LED systems are complicated. Then comes the number. $800. I asked him to break it down. He said $400 for the OEM module, $350 for labor, $50 for diagnostic. He said if I don't fix it soon, it could short out other electrical systems. Maybe even start a fire. Now here's the thing. I know cars. I've been doing this channel for 3 years. But even I felt that pressure. That fear. Because he sounded so sure. I told him I'd think about it. Drove home with one headlight like a cop magnet. That's when I called my buddy Travis. He runs an independent electrical diagnostic shop in Phoenix. I described the symptoms. He laughed. He said, check your fuse box first. I popped the panel. Pulled fuse number 43. The filament was blown. Black and split right down the middle. Drove to AutoZone. Bought a 10-amp fuse for $1.79. Popped it in. Headlight worked perfectly. I just saved $798 in 8 minutes. Now you're probably thinking that's just one bad apple. Wrong. This is systematic. Let me show you why. Drop a comment right now if you've ever been quoted crazy money for a headlight fix. I want to see how deep this goes. I started digging, reached out to my network, talked to shop owners, electricians, and former mechanics who left the industry because they couldn't stomach the dishonesty anymore. And they all confirmed the same thing. The headlight scam is taught. There are shops that train new hires on how to upsell electrical repairs. They have scripts, they have closing techniques. They have commission structures that reward diagnosis over honesty. Here's the 5-step playbook they use. Step 1. When you come in with a headlight out, they already know most people don't understand electrical systems. So they skip the simple stuff. They don't check the fuse first. They don't swap the bulb to test. They go straight to the expensive diagnosis. Step 2. They pull out the multimeter. This is pure theater. They touch it to random wires, watch the screen, nod seriously. Most customers see this and think, wow, he's really testing it. But here's the truth. Half these guys barely know how to use a multimeter. They're just performing competence. Step 3. They tell you it's the module, not the fuse, not the bulb, the module. Because module sounds expensive. Module sounds complicated. Module sounds like something you can't check yourself. And they're right. Most people can't. Step 4. They hit you with urgency. They say it could get worse, could damage other components. Could leave you stranded at night. Could cause an electrical fire. Now you're not just fixing a headlight. You're preventing a disaster. Step 5. They quote OEM parts only. This is the closer. They say aftermarket parts void warranties, or don't fit right, or fail faster. So that $300 module? It's actually $120 on Rock Auto, but you don't know that. And they're counting on it. Subscribe to this channel if you want to learn how to spot these plays before they cost you. And hit that bell so you catch every scam breakdown I post. This isn't just about headlights. Once I started looking, I found the pattern everywhere. Power window stops working? They say the motor is shot. Quote you $150. Real problem? $5 fuse. A C stops blowing cold? They say compressor failure. Quote you $2,000. Real problem? $30 relay. Door lock won't work? They say actuator is dead. Quote you $200. Real problem? $3 fuse. Every single electrical problem in your car follows the same script. Simple fix becomes expensive module. I documented 23 cases in the last 4 months. Honda Accord, Toyota Camry, Ford F-150, Chevy Silverado. Doesn't matter the brand, doesn't matter the shop. Same scam, different victims. And here's the part that made me sick. In 18 of those 23 cases, the shop didn't even replace anything. They just reseated a connector or cleaned a ground wire and charged for phantom parts. One guy in Atlanta paid $900 for a new BCM, body control module. They gave him an invoice, showed him the old part. He drove away happy. 2 months later, his truck was totaled in an accident. Insurance adjuster looked at the damage, checked the BCM. It was the original. Same serial number from the factory. The shop had charged him for a part they never installed. He sued. He won. But most people never find out. All right, here's what you do. Next time you have any electrical problem, follow this exact checklist. First, check the fuse yourself before you go anywhere. I promise it's easier than you think. Pop your owner's manual. Find the fuse diagram, usually under the dash or under the hood. Pull the fuse for whatever's not working. Look at the metal strip inside. If it's broken or black, that's your problem. Replace it. $2. Done. Second, if it's a headlight or tail light, check the bulb next. Pop the housing. Twist out the bulb. Look at the filament. If it's broken or cloudy, replace it. $5 to $20 depending on your car. That's it. Third, if neither of those work, now take it to a shop. But when you do, tell them you already checked the fuse and bulb. This signals you're not clueless. It changes how they treat you. Fourth, when they give you a diagnosis, ask to see the failed part. If they say the module is bad, tell them you want to see it. Make them show you what's broken. Honest mechanics will do this without hesitation. Scammers will dodge. They'll say it's internal, or you need special equipment to see the failure. That's a red flag. Walk out. Fifth, always get a written quote with parts and labor separated. Then look up the part on Rock Auto or Amazon. If their price is double what you find online, question it. Ask why. If they can't give a good reason, that's another red flag. Sixth, if the quote feels too high, get a second opinion. Don't feel bad about it. It's your money. Take it to an independent auto electrician. These guys usually charge by the hour and have no incentive to invent problems. Seventh, if you already paid and you think you got scammed, you can fight back. If you paid by card, call your bank. Dispute the charge. You have 90 days. If you paid cash, file in small claims court. You don't need a lawyer. Get an independent inspection. Get a written report. Most judges side with consumers on this stuff. Comment below and tell me which of these steps you're going to use next time. I want to know this is actually helping people. Look, Not every shop is crooked. There are good mechanics out there, people who care about doing honest work. But the industry has a problem: commission-based pay, pressure from owners to hit revenue targets, customers who don't know enough to push back. And that creates an environment where scams thrive. The headlight scam works on almost everyone because it exploits three things: your lack of technical knowledge, your fear of being stranded or unsafe, and your trust in the professional standing in front of you. The only defense is education. Learn the basics. Ask questions. Verify everything. And never authorize work under pressure. A $2 fuse should never cost you $800. If you made it this far, you're now protected. Share this video with every car owner you know. Subscribe to this channel for more scam breakdowns. And drop a comment telling me what shop scam you want me to expose next. Because the only way we stop this is by spreading the word. These guys count on you staying ignorant. Don't give them that power. See you in the next one, where I am exposing the oil change scam that is even worse than this.